Hello and welcome to another episode of Gully Cricket to Bouncy Wicket podcast. I'm your host Srinivas and I'm joined by Raja and Manoj today. In this episode, we are going to preview Delhi Capitals, a young team with a young super fan all the way from Delhi. Welcome to our show, Aditya Jha.
Thank you for inviting me to the show. It is a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you. So before we start talking about Delhi Capitals in detail, tell us why are you a fan of this team?
I started watching IPL from 2015, and at that time, DC had some big players like Zahir Khan was there, Yuvraj Singh was there. So these names kind of attracted a newbie in me. So after that, they also had those young players who played with that fearless attitude. Shreyas Iyer scored 439 runs that year. Then Rishabh Pant, Karun Nair, Sanju Samson, these guys came in next year. They also performed well. So this all attracted me. Then they had that squad always that could have gone to the playoffs, but we just couldn't gel together. I'm happy that we are doing that now and going to the playoffs every year since past
Great.
2 years.
Yeah, great, Aditya. Great to know that from you. So last year, if you see, Delhi Capitals finished as runner-up, right? And even in 2019, they ended up in third place, if I'm not wrong. So they had a good last two seasons. So what are your feelings on last season's performance from Delhi Capitals?
Last season was just exceptional, because coming after such a long break and the way we dominated the team, unfortunately we lost to MI. But if you see the whole season, we had except that 4 match slump in between, we dominated throughout the season. We beated all teams together, and it was a team performance. It was not like that one guy was only performing, and different guys were performing in different games. So yeah, it was special last season. This season has to be one of the biggest season in DC history.
I think even if you see in the auctions and other things, they have mostly retained their core team, right? And then they have released their unused players. Even they have brought few
Yeah.
players this season, and they got very good players for very less price. Like they have brought Steve Smith for 2 crores, Umesh Yadav for one
Yeah.
crore, and I mean Tom Curran for 5 crores, of course, and Sam Billings for 2 crores. So, what do you think they have are the problems for the last season, and do you think they have resolved in this auction?
Yeah, last season we had made some strategical blunders in the auction. Like we had not gone for the and backup Indian wicketkeeper, which affected us in between as Rishabh got injured in that Tara game, and it affected our team balance as we had to drop an attacking batsman in Hetmeyer for a more of a defensive wicketkeeper in Carey. But just because we didn't have an Indian wicketkeeper, this time we have got Vishnu Vinod. His style is more like of attacking only, like Rishabh. So, and then we depended on Akshar Patel last time only if something had happened to Amit Mishra or R. Ashwin. Ashwin got injured in that first game against Punjab. Thankfully, he returned. But when Amit Mishra got ruled out, this weakness got exposed. Akshar Ashwin did well, but the pressure they made, Praveen Dubey couldn't just he couldn't take forward that. So and he gave runs in the final two. If you see Praveen, they both had made some pressure, but Dubey kind of released it. Rohit Sharma got his release shots of Dubey. So this time we have got M Siddharth, and M Siddharth has been performing consistently in the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy too. He was the man of the match in the final. So yeah, this time we have had a big nice auction. So yeah, I'm happy with it.
And your thoughts on Ripple Patel? Have you seen him hitting sixes in
Yeah,
Goa?
I had seen some clips of him, and he strikes the ball very cleanly in Goa T20 Championship. And when I saw those clips, I found out why Ashwin was rating him so highly in his YouTube channel. I mean, he's just hits it very cleanly.
True. He seems to be a very good hitter of the ball, especially
Yeah.
coming especially someone from domestic hitting like that is an
Yeah.
big boost for DC. So, do you have any specific player that you want to watch out this season? So, who are you excited to watch this season?
This time I really want to see how Umesh Yadav does. He performed well when we were Delhi Daredevils in 2011-12, and he was one of the main reasons too we reached the playoffs in 2012. So I mean he performed well for KKR too, and he was just trolled, and he was trolled badly just because he had some bad matches in Chinmaswamy Stadium. So, and if you see some of our matches are in Wankhede, and in Wankhede new ball bowlers do well. So I am excited to see how he does. Though he's as a backup, but if he gets matches, I am excited to see how he does.
And how excited are you about Prithvi Shah? He is in red hot form in Vijay Hazare and SM80.
Yeah, Prithvi Shaw has been doing well after that Australia tour. So I am looking forward to see how he does, because he didn't have a great season last year. And this time the management has shown his faith in him. So I think he too will have a great season this time.
Now, unfortunately, Shreyas Iyer is ruled out, right, due to injury.
Yeah.
So, whom do you want as captain for DC?
I think we should go for Rishabh Pant only, as he was the vice captain under Iyer, and Rishabh Pant has been one of the guy who observes the game very nicely. If you see some of the things he says from stump mic, you can see that he observes the game very nicely, and we have experience too from behind. Like we have guys like Dhawan, Rahane, and then Steve Smith who can guide him. So yeah, I think we should go for Rishabh Pant only.
Talking of Steve Smith, do you think he has place in this team? Where do you want to fit Steve Smith here?
And I think he can't have a place in the team, because a year spot Rahane will only take. And if you see, we have only 4 overseas players we can play. I think Stoinis, Hetmeyer, Nortje, Rabada. So I don't think Smith can be played. He must be more of a mentor who can lead the team from the bench or something of like that.
Yeah, like you truly mentioned, last year their foreign players were pretty much settled, right? Because they
Yeah.
cannot move Rabada and Nokia from the bowling unit, and
Yeah.
they have 2 finishers as Hetmeyer
Stoinis and Hetmeyer.
Unless Stoinis or Hetmeyer have a bad season, I don't see any option for a foreign
Yeah.
player coming in there. And so, what is your expectation for DC this year? Where are they going to end up?
This time I would be disappointed if we end up something without a trophy, because we have that team. Even without a year, we have that team. Batting is sorted for pitches like Wankhede, high scoring pitches, and our bowling is too very great. We have Rabada leading from the front. Then we have our fast bowling unit too does well. And if we play some matches like in Eden where it turns, we have guys like Amit Mishra, Akshar Patel, Ashwin. So yeah, I feel we have that team that can go all the way to the trophy.
And do you think Lukman Meriwala will get a chance this season? He's a good, fast left-arm bowler.
He has been performing consistently, but with the buy of Umesh Yadav, I think his place in he doesn't fit in the scheme of things, because if something God forbid happens to Ishant, we have a like replacement in Umesh Yadav, and I don't think we should go for him, as Umesh Yadav is a experienced player.
And what is your expected playing 11 to start with for DC this year?
So yeah, it would be difficult to make considering now a year has gone. So, but I would think that Dhawan and Shaw opening, then Rahane at 3, then Pant at 4, then Stoinis, then Hetmeyer, then Akshar Patel, then Ashwin, and then Amit Mishra, and then Nortje and Rabada.
If you see in this lineup, I think from first to 8 batting positions, there is a good left and right hand combination, right?
Yeah.
It's very great to have in a T20 team. Yeah. So thanks for your views. I'm just opening up the forum for others to ask questions or discuss points on DC. Yeah, the floor is yours, guys.
That was a fascinating discussion, guys. Pertaining to Delhi Capitals, I had a question here. We know that India will play the WTC finals within 2 weeks after the IPL season ends, and that is including your time for quarantine, maybe in June. So if you look at what even the starting 11 that Aditya just mentioned, 4 of those players like Ashwin, like Ishant, Rahane, and Rishabh Pant are right away in the starting 11 for the test match as well, test finals. So do you think there would be some concern on from BCCI's end in terms of managing the workload for these players.
Yeah, I don't think there will be any concession or pressure from BCCI because the whole tournament has been scheduled like that, right? There is no point now coming in and putting some restrictions on teams not to play, certain players. The only thing that we all have to hope is none of them should get injured before, they go to WTC finals. So that's my view. Maybe Aditya, what do you think about it?
Yeah, no, I agree with you because the tournament has been designed like that, and BCCI must have something in mind that they have the final on 30th May and we reach the we play the WTC final on 18th June. So yeah, I think as you said that we just hope that no one gets injured, and these players have got rest in between, some matches like Ashwin and these guys. So
Guys, I have a question from my side. How do you think Delhi Capitals will overcome a side like Mumbai Indians? We have seen it in the last IPL. These teams have reached playoffs. DC lost against Mumbai Indians, and then they won against SRH and reached the finals. But Mumbai Indians, turned out to be too strong for them. How do you think they will overcome team like Mumbai Indians in this season?
I think they have a very good bowling unit. What happened in finals is understandable. I think this is the first time Delhi is coming to the finals, and most of the guys are young guys. And sometimes it happens with the pressure. And the kind of bowling unit they have, I think they can beat any team on their day. Like Ashwin is a very good bowler. We can't rule him out in any format of the game. And they have Nokia, Rabada. They have world-class bowlers. They can beat any team on their day. But I think what happened in last year finals is only an exception.
yeah, I too think so same, as because maybe last time it was too much of a pressure. Last time if you see we had a fairly young squad, and we have a great bowling unit, nothing against them, and this time I think we have that experience to playing after those pressure matches, and so yeah, I think this time we might overcome them.
Guys, what about like I was going through the scheduling that DC has this time around. They're starting off their tournament in the IPL at the Wankhede, where they're playing 3 games. That is against the CSK for the first game, and then they're going to Chennai for 2 games, and then they're moving to Ahmedabad for 4 games. So within the first 6 games, they are at 3 different venues. Do you think that will impact their performance in any way? Because other teams are usually they're starting off at one venue primarily, where they're playing at least 4 to 5 games.
No, I think the pattern is similar for few other teams as well. I think Mumbai and KKR also has the same pattern. In fact, I think RCB also has the same pattern. If you see those teams, like if I say RCB, they are playing first 3 in one place and another 2 in the next city, and balance 4 in the next city, like that.
No, actually, Mumbai is playing 5 games in Chennai.
Yeah, Mumbai may have that advantage. I'm telling this pattern is there for many other teams. Delhi, I think RCB, KKR, all these teams are having the same pattern, and they have to overcome that. These teams are well used to traveling and playing, and I think they'll be able to manage.
Yeah, I also feel that
Yeah.
there shouldn't be a concern.
Yeah, most of these players, they have that experience, these guys play international and have that traveling, they too travel too much, so I don't think this might be too much of a concern. As
the Delhi Capitals story is a very exciting story, and it's a fairly new story, right? So we know that GMR Group was leading the franchise for the longest time, and in I think 2018 JSW Sport came on board, and JSW Sport has the record of having a brilliant sports management team, and they've had a lot of success with Bengaluru FC also in ISL recently. So how important do you think was the switchover, not just in terms of the branding but also in the management, so that gave them that booster the last 2-3 years?
No, I think the change in management has been quite visible, right? The way the DC has been managed earlier and now, I think the change is quite visible. I mean, the way they have handed over responsibilities to Shreyas Iyer, or the way they pick mix of experience and young guys. it's quite amazing how they're managing the team, and like Aditya wished, I'm sure many other fans will be wishing them to go and win the title this time.
I feel that yes, the change in management has been visible. This time you see we have got so much of young players leading the whole team. Like Shreyas is the captain, and then see guys like Pant who is there as the vice captain. Then there are guys like Shaw who have been performing. So yeah, this changes management has been visible, and the way they have got these auctions in, like you see, if you see 2019, then this time, so that management has done well, and that is one of the reason we too have reached the playoffs.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. There's also one element that I think when you talk about auctions, Aditya, I think what Delhi is doing pre-auctions is also as important as what they're doing during the auction, because they've been very active. I think they are the only franchise which is active during the trading window, right? They've gotten guys like Shikhar Dhawan, Ajinkya Rahane, even R. Ashwin. Yeah. Through the trading window. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, that's one of the things MI also does. If you see Trent Bolt, they got Trent Bolt through trading only, and I think that's one of the things. Like if you see in the off season, they have so many analysts and these things. So they must have decided something on that, and then only they must have taken these decisions.
Yeah, I think we have covered a lot of ground on DC. That's all for the episode, guys, with the super fan Aditya Jar. Thank you, Aditya, for joining us again. And
Thank you. It was a pleasure talking with you.
And stay tuned, guys, for the other episodes with other IPL super fans. Thank you. Bye bye.